Welcome in and welcome in. We have a new game for you guys. We've actually played this game a lot, actually. We played the beta, we played the demo, and everything like that. We didn't put any kind of, how do you say, content or anything out for it because we actually wanted to save the content for the actual game. The game was released today. Today is the 7th or the 9th of July. It released about 30 minutes ago for me. So we're going to kind of go in and I'm going to kind of walk you through the first part of the game and everything like that. And then the rest of the game, we'll give you content and everything like that. But I really want everybody to get a feel for the game. Hopefully, this is something that you may want to play or anything like that. And the best part about this game is completely free. So if you're looking at finding something that you may or may not want to play, this might actually be the game for you. It's completely free. It is a survival. There's kind of like zombie-esque to it, I guess you could say. But we're gonna go from there. But before we get started and everything like that, there's a couple things that I kind of want to walk you through before we even get into the game. Okay, number one, I have to come in here. I have to. This is like basically every single game lately. Is I have to change the volumes. The volumes, for some odd reason, the music is so loud and everything like that that I don't know why it gets so loud and everything like that. That's one thing that I like to change. Number two, come back in here. If you are on mouse and keyboard, okay, if you're on mouse and keyboard, there's a couple different options that I like to change. Okay, first off, we don't want no screen shake. Camera distance, so you can go, oh, that we can do that. There's a couple things that I like to switch around and everything like that. Let's see. That's all good right there. Sprint, that's fine. Pistol fire, okay. But when we come to the keyboard, there's a few things that I like to change here. Okay, number one, if we come down to the standard, okay, I like to go to the roll. I actually changed the roll from, it's usually like the Alt button. So if you're looking at your keyboard right now and you put your fingers on your WASD that you normally have, the Alt is kind of in a weird place. Okay. And what I say by a weird place is your thumb is usually resting on the space bar. So you actually have to reach your thumb back underneath your hand and hit the Alt button. So what I do is I put that to R, and so that way your R is almost, and it's like really close. It's really close to the D, okay? So you can just move up and hit the D. All right. So that also does change something because the R is actually supposed to be reload. So if you have the ability, all right, I like to put the reload on my mouse. My mouse has two extra buttons that I can actually use or whatever. So I put the reload on my mouse so that way everything is going to be controlled on my mouse. Okay. Video, there's not really much around here. Okay. Performance. We'd like to, my computer can handle this stuff, but I usually just kind of like leave this. I don't like to go too crazy or anything like that. All right, shader will load. Okay, that's fine. So we get to load the shaders and everything like that. Just to, it's got to reload the shaders because we don't need to play on super high. You can if you want to. It is completely on you and everything like that. You could definitely do that. We always turn VSync off. Draw distance, I like to have the distance. No motion blur. I hate motion blur. I don't know why people put it in the game, but there we go. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then the sound. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be on, and there's a bunch of different servers. Okay. So they have PvP servers, they have PvE servers, but I'm going to go to the PvE, and I'm actually going to go over here, and I'm going to go to PvE 01, and this is going to be the 7th server. This is the one that I want to be on. All right, so it's going to take a second to enter the game. There we go. All right, and we're going to play the first part of this game together. So I would say on this game,
Our lives,
it is kind of like Ark.
a long path,
It's kind of like 7 Days to Die. It is kind of like
but eventually
a lot of the games that we
all
play
roads reach their end.
nowadays. They all have about the same, content to themselves, I guess you could say.
Our world is broken, stagnant, fallen into the abyss. But everything is born from darkness, even the universe itself. Now, do you see it? A glimmer within the void. The spark of life still burns, and evolution forges a new way forward. Once your faith overcomes despair, once you move beyond death, once life returns to this world, we'll meet beyond that path.
I'll be completely honest with you guys. I don't think that was part of the demo and the beta, so that is like brand new to me. I like the cinematics in this game. The cinematics are pretty good. All right, and then now we have to actually make our character. Okay, so they do have a lot. So type 1 is going to be your male characters. Your type 2 is going to be your female characters. Whatever you decide you want to do. I like the face paint on this one right here. The face paint's really cool. Let's see. But I'll be completely honest, it doesn't really matter what you build your person to be like. You're going to end up putting a helm on anyways. They always seem to do that. I think I'm going to go with something like that. Okay. I do like the evil looking eyes. I do like the face paint right there. All right. Let's see. I do want to change hair and makeup. I don't really care for the ponytail, so to speak. Yeah, we'll go something like that. That's good. We're gonna go with like, can I go with like black hair per se? I guess they're considered black hair right there. All right, and then the body makeup. Now, okay, so this was not in the like the beta and everything like that, but whenever it comes to the height and stuff like that, this actually changes. So like currently right now, with we weigh that much, right? So we have a base load of 90 kilograms, okay? Our torso damage reduction at 10%, and then stamina recovery is 20%. But if we decide to make ourselves a little bit more fit, okay, our melee attack speed goes up. And then melee attack speed and damage, well, damage is 10%, and our max stamina is 25%. But we have a lower base load of carry, okay? But if we decide to go ahead and just give ourselves, a really thick body and everything like that, your base load is you can carry 100 kilograms. Now your melee attack speed is going to be a little bit low, your rolling speed's a little bit lower, but your weapon stability actually goes up. So depending on what you want to do, but I would probably put us like right in the middle of that. I always like to make my characters like super duper short too. I don't know what it is. Like if I could have like a foot tall character or whatever, that'd be absolutely awesome. All right, so that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna complete our character creation, and then we're gonna name our character as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just name our character Chip. Okay, that is going to be the name that we're going to be using on the server and everything like that, so we should be good to go. And all right, we're going to go ahead and enter the game. That name already exists. Really? Wow. Okay. Okay. That name already, okay. There we go. All right.
Liquid nitrogen, negative 195.79 Celsius. Physical movement or brain function, not detected. Subject status, stable. Dagger still stuck in the sheath. Inspection 481 complete. Requesting a higher power outlay for the isolation chamber to prevent any further outages. What's that? Security breach. Security breach!
We're gonna wake up in this lab-looking area. So, I don't know what the end game looks like this game, but like, I just have like this sneaking suspicion that we're in a simulation in general. And when you play this game a couple different times, you actually get to skip the cutscenes and stuff like that, so you can, you know, kind of move through the game a little bit faster than we are. All right. So, in this game, hold on, I gotta get my DPI up. Okay, in this game we do have a bunch of lootable stuff. So if we check everything, we're gonna go ahead and get some lunch meat, some water, and stuff like that. You do have the basic like Daisy kind of stuff, 7 days to die. So we're gonna have, you know, energy. We're gonna have our hunger. We're gonna have our hydration. We have to make sure that we do and keep up with all of that stuff, or we start taking damage and stuff like that. You know, the basic survival kind of things, right? Okay, we're gonna come over here. All right, today's code is 0728. Okay, so now we know what our code is. There is always a lot to kind of, you know, loot and everything like that. In this first room, not so much. There's gonna be a little bit more things whenever we get into like the next little area and everything like that. So we're going to come over here. 0728 was the code. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. So, we got to see what's going on here. Alright. Intact cradle's covered. Okay. We got our access card. We're going to go in here. And this is our cradle. This kind of like latches us on to like their world, so to speak. Alright. So now we have our cradle. And this is kind of be our guide right here. V is going to be our guide.
Well, it's good to see another face. I thought I was on my own. And you're a metahuman, too.
You know who I am?
I don't know who you are. But I know what you are. You awakened the cradle. And that's something only a metahuman could do. You've lost your memory. Do you remember who you are?
Do we remember who we are? No, I don't. Your character does not have
It
like
must have
really
been
any
a
dialogue,
situation
so
just now.
just be mindful of that.
It trapped me in the cradle. It could have robbed you of your memories. You can call me V. It seems that our interests are aligned, metahuman.
But why did you come here?
I came to secure a deviation. A paper butterfly. But I think something must have scared it. Right now, though, we need to move. I can show you the way out of this place, but
We are
only
gonna
if
get
you
out
help
of
me
here.
complete my mission first. All right? All you have to do is listen to what I tell you.
There we go. Alright. So we're kind of like in a stasis right now, so we're gonna kind of walk back through, and now we're back in the real world. And so what we're gonna have is we're gonna have these boxes. We're gonna have weapon crates. We're gonna have gear crates. So like this specific one is gonna have our machete in it. Okay. So now we have our machete. And then these right here, these are gonna be the enemies right here.
This is a life form that has been infected with stardust.
Yeah, the stardust is infected, but
Our world has been overrun with deviants ever since Starfall. Ordinary humans can't take high levels of stardust exposure. When they do, they end up just like that thing. But you're a metahuman. You should be fine.
yeah.
In fact,
For the first part of the game and everything like that, we are gonna be more of on the melee side.
to your advantage.
And this is going to be a point in the game where you're going to want to be as loot goblin as you can. Just go ahead and grab everything that you can. Sneaking's always good too. Like if we come over here, we can sneak up and then just backstab. Loot up. Grab everything. Grab everything. There we go. There we go. Maybe. Alright, some cocktails, Molotov cocktails. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to come this way first. And there's going to be some chests. Actually, oh, I think I went the wrong way. Hold on. There's like an extra chest over here. So we're going to get this extra chest real quick. There we go. Alright. All that stuff is going to be used in the end game. So, or in the game, not in game, but in the game. Alright. Project Butterfly. Alright, we got some shoes. Go ahead and beat him up. He's going to try to get us. And I want to say... Nope, wrong button. There's a flashlight button. I always forget what it is. Let's see. One of these days I'll remember it. Oh, flashlight is going to be the end button. There we go. Now we actually have a flashlight we can actually see. Alright. Alright, and then there's going to be things that can pop up in the space-time continuum or whatever. So, like, we hit the Q button right here. You'll be able to see, like, stuff going on.
T-011? My name is Victor Hammett. What's your name?
Hey, how are you?
My butterfly. It's flying.
Suko?
Your first deviation. Look how gentle it is. We need something powerful to challenge the evolutionists. And I think I finally found it. You. Hey, we can secure other deviations.
Yeah.
We can use them to forge a new path and bring about true evolution.
There's always going to be like hidden chests and stuff like that, so make sure you are exploring as much as you can. There we go, there we go. Oh, this guy over here. You're going to see special deviations, and then they're going to die, and then they're going to give you the ability to like pick up whatever weapon they may or may not have had. So like this one right here, this is like, call him like Suitcase Man, Suitcase Face Man. But now we have his little suitcase. And now we can actually launch attacks from it. And it does, like, quite a bit of damage. There we go. Oh, it did a little bit of damage to me. Alright, see if we can... beat up on the deviants. I mean, it's free ammo, right?
Deviation. We found it.
Alright.
Reach out your left
And then these
See
deviations
if you can feel the rhythm of it.
are going to be,
Then
like,
try and secure it.
kind of like summons, more or less. They do have special abilities and stuff like that. Alright. So we have the Butterfly Emissary. That's going to be the first one we get. And this is Masuko right here. She's kind of like the main attraction of the game. I wouldn't say like the boss or anything like that, but... Alright. And so now they pop us in here. This is kind of what the world's going to look like right here. Trees, rocks, things that matter, you know, buildings. Alright, so. This is all the tutorial, by the way. This is going to kind of teach you everything.
V, you made it back. You're still alive.
Yes, and look what I found. A meta. Only just woken up. They were kind enough to activate the cradle and set me free.
Thank you, metahuman. Your help means a lot to me. You can call me Mitsuko. I used to be a metahuman as well.
Let's go.
Rosetta did all kinds of experiments on me. That is, until V saved me.
Mitsuko is a very special meta. She can sense even the tiniest fluctuations in the stardust. It's thanks to her that I was able to take refuge in this place after Starfall. You're safe here.
Yes, the butterfly is an emissary of sorts. I wanted it to help rescue other metas. The recent fluctuation must have startled it. The important thing right now is to secure it and ensure its safety. See that thing in the center of the room?
Mm-hmm.
It's a device for securing deviations. This makes them more useful and safer to be around.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we have to place the butterfly in here. So I'm going to deposit it.
Butterfly is recovered.
Mm-hmm. So you'll do this in the game as well, like whenever we get out of the area. Okay.
Deviations can be very dangerous if not taken care of. They can radiate stardust, which can lead to all kinds of unpredictable consequences. This is why we created the Mayflies. We make cradles and securement units to keep deviations contained. We're finding ways for humans and deviations to live in harmony. This is our best chance of cleaning up Rosetta's mess.
No one's exactly sure what they are. Just that they're not bound by the physical laws of our world. They came from another dimension. Something we call rift space. When deviations get stressed, they release stardust. We think this brings our world and rift space closer together. Sometimes it becomes possible to pass between the two planes of existence. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose. We believe that's what caused Starfall.
Mm-hmm.
Some deviations are friendly, like the butterfly. But others, like the ones inside monoliths, are extremely dangerous. It's not practical to secure all of them, but if we can learn more about them, maybe we can find ways to live alongside them. That's the goal. You must be prepared. The stardust just keeps spreading, and we aren't sure why. Be
Well.
careful! That must be a siren!
Shit,
Uh-oh.
we must have gotten through. Come on, Meta. A deviation from another world just entered this space, and it won't go down without a fight. Take the butterfly with you. It can help.
All right. No, so we're gonna loot some crates and stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's like diaries in here you can read and everything like that. We got some gear crate. I think it's a weapon crate over here. Alright, we got a jacket. We have some arrows. Nice, nice. Okay. I think if we go up here, I think there is more. Like here's some more diaries right here. Talking about the deviations coming from the rift space and everything like that. Alright, so what we got to do is we got to interact right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the facility and then we're going to sync it to our cradle. So it's going to tell us that the combat deviations are going to be on us, and they have abilities that we have to give them. Okay, because we actually get to control those deviations. So now you can see on our cradle on our back, you can actually see that. Okay. All right. So what we have to do now is we have to actually come over here, and it's giving us a quest. So we're going to actually collect some dirty water right now. Okay. Alright. And then we are actually, if you look at the bottom of the screen and everything like that, we have a little drop and we have a little stomach looking icon and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to drink some water. Okay. We're also going to eat as well. There we go. Alright. And they give us a pickaxe, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to chop down. So it says we need 80 logs, and then we're going to need 50 gravel. So like I said, it's kind of like Ark, it's kind of like 7 Days. A lot of other games like that where we're going to actually have to collect resources and whatnot. It kind of tells us where, you know, there's copper. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. We're going to have copper. We're going to have aluminum, tin, tungsten. There's going to be a lot of different ores. There's going to be a lot of different... all the wood is about the same. Depends on what the tree is. If it's a thicker looking tree, the thicker looking tree is going to get you a more yield and everything like that. If we come over here, we're going to have our rock. That's where I get the gravel from. Alright, we're going to have to set up a campsite. Alright, so I'm going to come back over here where we actually have a little bit more space. So we're going to hit the T button. It's going to set up a little camp. And you can do this kind of anywhere whenever you get into the game. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to need to make some boiled water. So what we're going to do is go ahead and craft all the boiling water. Alright, and then we're going to craft arrows. We need like, we can craft all of them. Alright. And then we're going to need some more rocks as well. This first area actually has a lot of stuff. I didn't realize it had this much stuff. I think they added it. I don't remember there being like sulfur and everything like that. There used to just be rocks and a little bit of copper, but looks like they've said, well, you know, let's go ahead and give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just to start the game. Alright, we do still need gravel itself. There we go. Alright, I think there should be enough gravel to kind of get us started. So what we have to do is we have to... And yes, we do have stamina, by the way. Keep holding the shift button. Okay. And then now we have our boiled water, we have our arrows, and we are going to have to make our crossbow right here. There we go. We made our crossbow. We're going to equip our crossbow now. And we're going to go ahead and make our torch as well. go. Oh, and then, you know what? While we're here, can we make... Oh, we can't. We need hide first. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we got our crossbow. We have our arrows. Alright, so then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have a little bit of boss battle to start the game. It's going to kind of show us how the game is intended to be played. Here we got Siren Head over here. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna shoot it. And then what we can do is we can actually, we can throw.
This siren. So
Our deviations. See our deviations over there attacking it.
Summon the butterfly. It will fight alongside you.
And each monster is going to have a weak point, so we're actually hitting it in the
Now
weak
you'll see
point
for
right there.
yourself what it's capable of.
There we go. All right. There we go. And then you're going to try to get these deviations right here. And I think this one's going to get away. Yep. Programmed to get away. You'll get more of them in the actual world and everything like that.
Damn. It escaped.
That was a difficult fight. Just driving it away was enough. And it's all thanks to you, Meta, for saving us.
You're tougher than you look. That's twice now you saved me. Yes. Mitsuko created this rift space. A refuge from the dangers of the physical world. Or so we thought.
Do you think that deviation will come back? What if it returns with greater disruptions?
It's possible. We can't just sit here and wait, though. Meta, will you go back to the physical world with me?
Yep, let's go.
Take the butterfly with you. Put it in your cradle. That way, I can lend you some of my strength. Hopefully we'll meet again one day. When the stardust is stable enough. It looks like this is goodbye. Good luck, Meta. Before you go...
So in the
if you have any
demo, she
questions,
actually had
I
a
can try and answer them for you.
eye patch over her face. All right. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and leave. So they actually cut some stuff out of the tutorial. I'm actually kind of surprised. Nothing wrong with it, but they did cut some stuff out. They showed you how to use the camera and everything like that, but I guess they didn't think it was necessary. Alright, we are going to drop into the world right now. I'm going to give you guys a suggestion right here. When you drop in, and if you plan to play with other friends and stuff like that, alright, what you're going to want to do is we're going to end up gliding, and we can glide wherever we want, right? Alright, but what I highly suggest is go to the map real quick, look for Deadsville right here. Alright, and what we want to do is we want to actually kind of glide all the way over there. Alright, the reason why we glide over there to the Deadsville is, one, you're going to get the ability to teleport wherever you need to. So if you are going to be playing with friends and everything like that, rather than trying to navigate all the way over there, which I'm about to do, I'm about to play with friends and everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there, make it to the teleport station and everything like that. That way I can transport to whatever world that we're going to be on, because we are technically on server 7, but if you look in the top right, we are on world 9. So there is worlds within the server. So This is what I do every time I start the game. I've played the game a couple different times now. Right now, you know, we don't necessarily have the ability to make more characters. The game just released today. But I try to get myself as close as possible over there. Okay. That way we can get over to the area that we need to teleport and play with our friendos and everything like that. Looks like people have already started making their base and stuff like that. I got a base right there. Looks like we may have some bases up there as well. Alright. I am going to be heading that way, but since we're right here, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get some hide. Okay, we're going to want to kill some deer and everything like that. Okay. This is how you're going to make your armors and stuff like that, so make sure that you know, keep up with, unfortunately, killing poor innocent animals. Alright. There we go, there we go. Alright. Alright, so this one, there's going to be these little things right here. Okay. So we have to put these on our thing. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go into our backpack. Okay. We go to cosmetics, we go to expressions, and we're going to have to kind of put all these on different things. Where's the cheer one? I think this is the hooray one, so that's the one that we have to imitate. So if we go like that. Yeah, we're going to hit hooray. Okay. And then we get a special item. There you go. Alright. Alright, and we're almost to Deadsville. Deadsville is literally right there. Alright. And this is going to be our season goals and stuff like that. Look, we already explored the riddle spot 5 times. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know how that did it, because we only did 1 riddle spot. Alright, so we're rolling up over here. Alright, and so what you're going to do is you're going to come in here. And then this right here is going to be your teleporter. Alright, and this allows you, now so we're going to activate it. And now we can actually switch to different worlds, okay? So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there's 10 worlds. So now we have the ability to change and go play with our friends. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial and everything like that. We are going to come out with a little bit more content and everything like that, but you know, as it is the first day and everything like that, we're going to kind of get into the game. That way we can, you know, get some stuff done. And I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.